Hello. It is like 11:30 on a Friday. Most people would probably be at work or at school right now, but I'm not because I dropped my noon class because I thought I was gonna fail it. I skipped school like this entire week, pretty much. Um, just because it's almost to the end here. Like a World War II style plane just flew by. Anyway, we're almost to the end here, and I think I'm depressed, or might be depressed. I don't know. Um, this usually gets like this every once in a while, at least, but never this bad. It usually only lasts like a week or something. But I think it's lasted like 3 or 4 months this time, which sucks. It's only ever gotten this bad like once, but this time I'm better equipped to deal with it. I think, at least mentally. Um, but yeah, it kind of sucks. 'Cause I'm a little lost. I'm a little lost because I applied to a university, like just like the cheapest one around that's still like called a university, and they rejected me, which sucks because like I would go on like the Reddit for that university, and like people would be asking like, oh, I'm afraid I'm not gonna get accepted. I'm afraid they're gonna reject me. And then like the people in the comments were like, dude, if you have like a pulse or can like inhale oxygen, they'll accept you. Like the bar is really that low. I guess I don't do either of those. I don't know. But now next 2 years of my life, I really don't know what I'm gonna do with them. And what I'd like to do is work on stuff. At least like there are things that I want to work on, like creative projects. Like I just anything. I want to write. I want to create stories. I want to make a video game. Ultimately, I want to make music. I want to draw. I want to do it all. But I just I can't get myself to do it. Just don't know why. Probably because of the depression, right? I don't know. But they say that like, I don't know, a lot of people struggle with doing things that they don't want to do, like schoolwork or like just like work, and then they focus way too much on the things that they're not supposed to do, at least like professionally, I guess. But I can't do either. I can't do the things that I want to do, and I can't focus on the things that I don't want to do either. Really the only thing that I seem to love to do is just stay on my phone, or like use my phone for like 12 hours a day. If you look at my screen time, it's like for the past week or something, it's been like 12 hours each day, which is like a little insane, right? I think that should be classified as a mental illness. I think it has been recently. I don't know. But yeah. Well, the thing that sucks about that is that like I don't know what else I would want to do, right? Because like that's what I want to do. I want to create things. I want to create something that people can connect with, or like something that could help people in a way. I don't know how it would help them, but something that people can connect with. But I just can't bring myself to even try, and then like, okay, if I can't do that, then I might as well do school, or like find a decent job, and I can't do that either. So it's like, what am I supposed to do here? I don't know. But really, yeah. So the reason I'm making this video is because I want to get back in to creating things. really, that's kind of weird for me to say because I haven't really created much because of that. But you know, they say start small, and this is small. You know, this is off the cuff. I don't have much of a script here, just some bullet points, I guess. You know, maybe it'll snowball. You know. Sorry, this is my first video back on this channel. I'll work on an actual video for this. I've been working on it for a bit. It's just, you know. But hey, if you watched any of my old videos on this channel, oh, there's a plane. Oh, yeah, plane's gone. Planes are really loud around here. Anyway, yeah, if you watched any of my old videos on this channel, comment, because I think it'd be really cool if you're still here. It's been like 6 years. If you want to watch any of those, old videos, go ahead. Though, really, it's just about random bullshit. We just talk about like Rick and Morty and like hentai or whatever. But you know, they're funny, I think. I say so myself. But yeah, it's just I've been struggling with that, creating things, and I think starting small is a good place to start, right? I saw this the plane. I saw this this David Lynch interview where he talks about like suffering for the sake of art. I'll wait till this plane leaves. I switched locations because there's less planes around here. Anyway, what's word this on? Because I saw a David Lynch interview where he talks about like the suffering, or suffering for the sake of art. He talks about like this really popular belief that people have where you have to be depressed or someone who suffers in order to be a great artist. And like the common one is always like Van Gogh. Like he was very famously depressed, and he creates these masterpieces, and you see that a lot with a lot of artists. Like, I mean, another one is like Hideaki Anno, where like they're super depressed and then they create these like masterpieces. And like, I guess what people take away from that is that you have to be depressed or you have to suffer in order to create great art, or in order to create suffering on the screen. And he talks about how that's not really, it's not very accurate. Talks about like Van Gogh, for example. He most likely was really only happy while he was painting. And, you know, art was what brought these people happiness. So they really brought us these masterpieces despite suffering. And that really broke down a lot of what, like a really weird mindset I had, where, I mean, if I was ever depressed, or like for the past couple of years, I was depressed, and I would think about it and I'd be like, man, I really wish I had the type of depression that Van Gogh had, or that like Hideaki Anno had, where like they create these beautiful masterpieces. Because when I'm depressed, I can't do shit. Like I can't make art. I can't do anything. So I really wish I had their type of depression. But it made me realize that maybe they created those masterpieces despite their depression. Maybe they were making things while they were happy, or finding any sort of semblance. Maybe their art came from whatever semblance of happiness they could find inside themselves. And I don't know, that kind of like spurred me on a little bit. I think that I should try to get better in order to create things. I think that's probably what I want to do now, because I feel like my purpose, or at least the reason why I'm here, really the only thing that would keep me sane is creation and like making things, really anything. It doesn't matter what it is, and not doing it is really making the problem worse. I know that I've kind of been dealt a shitty hand with the fact that there's something that I know that I've kind of been dealt a shitty hand with the fact that the only thing that makes me want to live is something that is so filled with effort, and then I get like this ailment where I don't want to do anything all day. But I think I'm gonna use that as my motivation now to get better, because I can't think of anything else that I ever want to do in this life other than create things. So that's my motivation now. So that's why I'm making this video. Start small. You know, I have something low commitment, zero script. You know, this is just me here. You know, the planes are kind of pissing me off, but here I am making this shitty video. And I guess I have a message for you. And I guess I have a message for you. Just create things. Just anything, really. It doesn't matter if it sucks. It doesn't matter if like 2 people see it. It doesn't matter. I think human beings were made to create things, and I don't think our society is very attuned to that anymore. I think we're a little too obsessed with monetizing everything. So I think you should create something, anything, really. Doesn't matter if it sucks, doesn't matter if you think it's good. Just create things and create things and create things until you finally get something that you like, right? Okay, that's about it. That's about it. So I'll work on an actual video for this, and I'll work on literally anything else that pops into my mind. And I'll share it on this channel probably, hopefully, if this works. And yeah, go out and make stuff. It's gonna be it for this video. See you in the next video, hopefully. All right, see you guys.